Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to create something amazing, and that is this awesome drop color fill animation using only HTML and CSS. I had explained every single step, so make sure you watch the tutorial completely. Also, I regularly upload awesome tutorials related to web development, so make sure you are subscribed to this channel. And before moving on to the tutorial, let me tell you guys that this YouTube channel is in collaboration with an amazing platform known as Newton School. You can check out their website for more info. The link is in description. And also let's understand a bit about what exactly is Newton School. Let's see about what is Newton School. So Newton School is a platform which prepares you for your career in tech. It has courses designed for working professionals, freshers, and even people with no tech background. That means even if you are from a non-tech background, you can also join this platform and can make your career in tech. Newton School will first train you for 6 months and will help you become an amazing full stack developer. Now you might be thinking whether this platform is free or not. So let me tell you a cool thing, that you don't have to pay Newton School anything until and unless you are placed with a minimum 5 lakh CTC. I repeat guys, you don't have to pay Newton School anything for the 6 months full stack developer training until and unless you are placed with a minimum 5 lakh CTC. And I think this is something that all of us should expect from any training program. So must check out their website for more information. I will provide the link in description. Now on their website you can see they have something called the Launchpad. So Launchpad is basically an initiative taken by Newton School for people who want to start their coding journey from scratch, and that too absolutely free of cost. This video of mine will be also available on the Launchpad section. You can go there anytime and you can learn basics of programming languages, you can practice quizzes, and even you can do assignments. These all things are completely free to do. Now let's start creating our drop color fill animation. So I had opened the output here. So let's see what elements do we need to include in our markup. So first of all, I will create a container which will contain our images. So I will use div tag for our container and I will give it a class of img container. Now this container will contain two elements. Okay, so the first one will be the container which will contain the grayscale version of our image, and the second element will be the container which will contain the colorful version of our image. Okay, so basically the image that you are seeing here is not created using the img tag, instead they are background image. Okay, so let me create two elements. The very first element will be for grayscale image, so let me give it a class of grayscale img, and I will copy and paste it, and this element will be for our colorful image, so I will write colorful img. Okay, so this was it for our markup. Now let's start creating our drop color fill animation using CSS. So first of all, I will target my body tag and I will give it a background color of #111, and let me also remove the default margin given by the browser, so I will reset the margin to 0. Now I want to center my image container within the body tag, so I will use the flex method. So let me first give height of 100 VH to the body tag, and now I will use the flex method to center my image container within body. So I will write display flex on body, and I will use justify content center to align our image container horizontally center, and align item center to align our image container vertically center. Okay, so we have styled our body tag. Now let's move on to our image container. So first of all, I will target my image container and I will give it a fixed width and height. So I will give it a width of 250 pixel and a height of 400 pixel, and also let me give it a border so that we can see it properly. So I will give it a border of 4 pixel solid and white in color. So you can see we got our image container. Now let's include the images. So I will target the grayscale image container, and I want it to cover the 100% width and height of its parent. So I will give width of 100% and a height of 100%. And now let's include the background image in it. Okay, so I will type background image, and I do have the link of that image, so let me copy and paste it. So we have included the image. You can see we got our image. Now let's give background size of cover so that our image fits its container. Okay, so now you can see our image fits into its container element. Okay, now the grayscale img container will basically contain the grayscale version of our image. So for creating the grayscale effect, I will use filter property, and I will use the grayscale function as the value, and I will pass 100% to the grayscale function. Now you can see we got our grayscale version of our image. Now let's also create the colorful version. So I will target the colorful image container, and we need width and height 100%. So I will copy and paste it, and also we want the same background properties, so I will also copy and paste the background properties. Okay, so you can see we got our colorful image also, but what I want is I want to position it so that it covers the grayscale image. Okay, so what I will do is basically I want to position it in relative to our image container. So I will give it a position absolute, and I will give position relative to image container. Okay, now I want to position it at this position, that is top 0 and left 0. So I will write top 0 and left 0. So now you can see our colorful image is positioned correctly, and it is covering the whole grayscale image and the image container. Okay, now let's create the drop element. Okay, so you can see when I am hovering on our image container, a drop is suddenly appearing. Okay, and it is animating from somewhere top to this point. Okay, so let's create that drop element. So we don't need to add any extra element in the HTML for that drop. So what we will do is basically we will create that drop using the before pseudo element on our image container. Okay, so I will use the before pseudo element. I want the content to be blank, and I want to give it a width of 20 pixel and a height of 20 pixel, and I want to position it in relative to my image container. So we have already given position relative to image container. Now let's give position absolute to our before pseudo element. Let's also give it a background color for now so that we can see it clearly. So I will give it a background color of red, and also let's position it at top minus 40 pixel. Okay, so now you can see we got our before pseudo element. Now for creating the drop, basically we have to give border radius to all the corners. So the very first value will be for the top left corner. So I want the border radius of top left corner to be 0, and I want 100% to all the rest of the corners. Okay, so this will create the shape of a drop. Okay, so now you can see we got the shape. What we have to do now is we have to rotate it by 45 degree. So I will use transform rotate, and I will rotate it by 45 degree. Now you can see we got our drop. Now let's give it a linear gradient. So what I will do is linear gradient is considered as background image. So I will write background image property, and I will write the linear gradient function, and I want the colors to be FC, BC, 9C, and the second color to be DB0909. So these colors are basically taken from the image itself, so that it should look like that the drop is containing the colors of our image. Okay, so now you can see we got the gradient inside our drop. Now let's just position it. Okay, so for the horizontal positioning we want it to be in center. Okay, so we want to align it horizontally center. Okay, so for aligning it horizontally center, what I will do is basically I will give left 50%, and also we have to give translate x minus 50%. So it's a technique basically that left 50% and translate x minus 50% is combinedly used to center element horizontally. I will create a separate video on how to center the elements, but for now just understand that left 50% and translate x minus 50% will align our before pseudo element horizontally center. Okay, so now you can see we got our before pseudo element horizontally center. Now we also want to move it up a little bit, so we will also pass a y value to our translate function. Okay, so we don't need translate x now, we need translate function, and in the translate function the very first value is for x and the second value is for y. So we want to move it up a little bit, so we will use negative value, and I want to move it up by 40 pixel. Okay, so now you can see we have moved it up a little bit, and now let's animate it. Okay, so we want the animation when we will hover on our image container. Okay, so you can see we are getting the drop animation when we are hovering on image container. Okay, so what I will do is when the image container will be in hover state, I want to target the before pseudo element and I want to give it a animation. So I will use animation property shorthand, and the name of the animation will be drop, and the animation duration will be 0.4 seconds, and I want the animation timing function to be is in. Okay, now let's create the animation. So I will use the keyframes add rule, and the name of the animation was drop, so I will write drop here, and let's animate the drop. Okay, so I want to animate it from its initial position. So its initial position was this, so let me copy paste it here, and we want to animate it from this to we will move it down. Okay, now we will move it down. So what I will do is basically the rest will be the same, I will only change the y value. Okay, so I will give it a positive value and I will give it 60 pixel. Okay, so now it will animate from this to this. Now you can see when I will hover on my image container, you can see our drop is animating. Okay, I want the opacity to be 0, so let's include opacity 0 initially, and I want to animate it from opacity 0 to opacity 1. And now you can see when I will hover on my image container, initially it is the drop is invisible, and when I will hover on our image container, you can see the opacity is getting 1 and it is moving downwards. Okay, so the animation of our drop is completed. Now we have to animate our image. Okay, so we have to create this color fill animation. So let's understand the approach basically. Okay, so we will animate our colorful image, and what I will do is basically I will use clip path property, and we want to clip it in circle. So I will write the circle function, and the first value is basically the radius of that circle. So let's say if I will give 50 pixel, so the clipped area will be a circle of 50 pixel in radius. Okay, so you can see it here. Now I will write the add keyword, and now we have to define the position of the clipping. Okay, so we want to clip it, let's say at center. Okay, so we want to clip the center part, so I will give 50% from x and 50% from y. Okay, so you can see we clipped the center part in circle with a radius of 50 pixel. Now if you will increase the radius, you can see the radius of circle is increased. And let's say if I want to change the position and I want the position to be 0% from X and 50% from Y. So you can see the clipping position is now 0% from X and 50% from Y. Okay. So for the animation, what I will do is basically I will clip the colorful image and I want to clip it in circle shape with 0 radius initially, and I want to position it at 50% from X and 0% from Y. Okay, so that is somewhere here basically. Okay, so somewhere at this position, see my cursor. Okay, so we have clipped our colorful image here, and when we will hover on our image container, I will increase the radius of our clipped circle so that it covers the whole colorful image. Okay, so let's say if I will increase it to 800 pixel, so now you can see it is covering the whole colorful image, and that is what we want. So basically we will animate the clip path that is in circle form. We will animate the clip path from 0 circle radius to 800 pixel circle radius. Okay, so the size of the circle will increase and it will cover the whole colorful image container. Okay, so let's animate and you will then understand it better. Okay, so initially we want the clipped circle to be 0 pixel in radius, and when we will hover on our image container, I will target the colorful image and I will increase the radius of our clip path circle. Okay, so I will increase it to 800 pixel, and also let's add transition so that we can have a smooth animation. So I will write transition, and we are changing the clip path property, so I will write clip path here, and I want the transition duration to be 0.6 seconds. Okay, so now you can see when I will hover on image container, you can see our clip path circle is getting increased and it is covering the whole colorful image, and it is resulting in this cool animation. Okay, so we have created the background image animation. Now what we have to do is basically we have to start this clip path animation after the drop hits this point. Okay, so when our drop will complete its animation, then only we want to start the color fill animation. Okay, so we will add a transition delay to our colorful image. So when I will hover on my image container, I want to add transition delay to our colorful image. Okay, so I will add a transition delay, and we want to start the animation of our colorful image when the drop completed its animation. Okay, so you can see the animation duration of drop element is 0.4 seconds. So it will take 0.4 seconds to drop to complete its animation. So I will add a transition delay of 0.4 seconds to our colorful image. Now you can see when I will hover on my image container, the drop is completing its animation, and then the animation of our colorful image is starting. To make it more realistic, let's give 0.3 seconds and try if it's looking good or not. So let's hover on image container. So now you can see it is looking much better. Okay, so our drop color fill animation is completed, and you can see how easy it was to create this awesome looking animation. And this was it guys for this tutorial. I hope you guys like this animation and also understood every step. But still, if you have any doubts related to any step, feel free to comment your doubts below. And I regularly upload this kind of awesome tutorials, so make sure you are subscribed to our channel. Also, don't forget to check out about Newton School. The link to their website is in description, and I will see you guys in the next video.